Just relax. I'll try to get you something for the pain.
It's bad, isn't it?
Guard! Guard! This man's in bad shape. He needs medical attention.
You're a doctor. You cure him.
I don't have the proper medication to treat him. Hey! Look, he needs to be moved to the hospital.
He'll be moved, all right. All the prisoners will be moved to a new location in a few days.
We have the right to be treated decently. Take better care of your animals than us.
Don't cause trouble for yourself, Patrick. They want us all to die.
Not that harsh. We can't give in. Living is our only revenge.
What do you mean, tell you the truth?
Come on, Kate. You said that Cindy was the one who first found out about this friend being in trouble, right?
Right.
So why can't Cindy go to Geneva? Why did you have to volunteer?
Because Cindy just started her job at the Banner, and besides, she's not very good at dealing at these sort of situations. She gets rattled very easily.
Right, and besides, if you're out of town, then you won't have to go to Al's baptism.
What? That's not why I'm going.
Look, you don't have to worry about my feelings, Kate. I understand.
No, you don't.
Yes, Kate, I do. Listen, when I first mentioned the baptism, you weren't real crazy about that. You said you would feel like an outsider, so you didn't want to go. But, honey, that's why I want you to go. So you don't feel like an outsider, and you can prove to everyone else that you're not, because you're going to have every bit as much to do with raising Al as I'm going to have. If you don't want to go, just say it. You don't have to go all the way to Europe just to get out of this.
Oh, sweetheart, that's not what I'm doing. Really, I need to go to Geneva.
Okay. Okay? But please, just promise me you're gonna take care of yourself. And you're gonna come back as soon as you can.
I love you so much. Oh, I can't stand the thought of spending even a single day away from you.
Oh, well, I've gotten used to lonely nights. I suppose I can get used to lonely days, too. Oh, come on, that's a joke. Remember jokes?
No.
Come on. It won't be that bad. Well, you'll be gone, what, a week? Maybe less.
I hope less.
So do I.
Besides, you have the baby to keep you company.
Yeah, he'll keep me company, but he won't keep me from missing you. Listen, I will plan your homecoming the minute you set foot on that plane, all right? And we'll have our own little private reunion, and there will be plenty more where that came from. Listen, right now, I've got to go to that photo assignment, but I will see you before you leave, I promise.
Okay, I'm going to sit here and make a few phone calls, okay?
Okay, as long as you leave quarter by the phone.
It's so fun.
I'm so fun.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Have a good day.
You too.
I've been dreading the ride to the airport. Okay, so I'll meet you at the house in a little while. I'm okay, really. Mom, you know that I have to do this for Patrick. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Patrick, we're gonna miss the plane.
Looks like we're going on a tour of 23 cities in 21 days.
Hey, wait a minute. Only 2 of those are mine. The rest are packed with notebooks, supplies, and Lord knows what else.
My dinner jacket.
Your what?
Well, the British always wear formal clothes for dinner. I thought we should, too.
Well, do you think I should sew sequins on my dinner jacket? Will that do?
You look great in anything. Hey, sit down. I want to talk to you. not too late to change your mind, you know. Just say the word, and I'll forget about all those notebooks and all that equipment. We'll go out and I'll buy you a wedding ring. I'll marry you today. I'll get a job at the hospital, and we'll be happy for the rest of our lives.
Patrick, we are going to do all that, but not until we get back from Africa.
I'm serious about not going.
Come on, your research is so important to you.
Not as important as you.
You are making me feel so guilty.
Guilty not to cancel this trip and marry me?
Honey, in the not-too-distant future, millions of people are going to benefit from your research. How can I deprive them of that? Besides, it's only 3 months, and we are going to be together. That's the important thing. Why don't we think of this as a honeymoon?
Then what are we going to do after we're married?
Take another honeymoon?
Our whole life's going to be a honeymoon.
Hey, you okay? Oh, you know, 1 minute I'm okay, the next minute I'm not, and then I'm okay again. You certainly can't be doing very well.
Well, all I can think about is the last time I ever saw my brother. How we laughed together, things we said.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the last time that we were in Landview together.
Oh, before the trip to Africa?
Yes, he didn't want to go. He wanted to get married. I can't help thinking if I hadn't pushed him into going.
Katie, I've told you again and again. Patrick's disappearance wasn't your fault.
I know, it's just somehow I seem to feel responsible.
Now, he wouldn't want you to feel that way. I don't suppose you changed your mind and decided to tell Court about this.
No, but I did try to stick as close to the facts as I could. Oh, God, Cindy was off lying to him, but if I told him the truth, he'd be here packing right now.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
That is a terrible idea. He has enough problems, and besides, who would stay here and look after Tina? Cindy, listen to me. I want you to promise me that you will not tell Cord that I went looking for Patrick.
Kate, you've never been afraid of the truth before. Don't start hiding from it now.
I'm not. Please promise me.
Okay, I promise. But I know why you don't want Cord along. Because you don't want him there if and when you come face to face with Patrick.
I'm telling you, Max, I have fallen asleep at more fashion shows, but this was really fantastic. You should be really proud.
A job's a job.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's amazing. A man with such gorgeous muscles can be so smart.
Talk about sexism.
Did I say that? I didn't say that. Seriously, Max, I think you're really talented.
Not bad for an old cowhand, huh?
Yeah, boy, from roping cows to designs by Delilah?
Yeah, well, right thing just came along and I hung on to it. Guess that's really the key.
Is that a first for you?
Yeah? But you really don't want to hear about this.
No, I really do. Hey, let me guess. You're the type of person who has jumped from job to job and not known what he was going to do in his life? Huh?
Ever since I was 12, I've been out there chasing rainbows. And if I didn't find that pot of gold right away, I just moved right on. But I guess it feels real good, for once, to start with something and see it all the way through. I guess I have. Looks like Designs by Delilah is a success.
So now you know you couldn't do anything you set your mind to.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to let one success go to my head. Might have just been luck.
Trust me, it wasn't luck. I also know you're capable of bigger and better successes.
What makes you so sure of that?
Instinct.
Oh, yeah? Your instinct's reliable?
No, God, I hope so. I worked hard enough on them.
Wait a minute, I thought you had to be born with good instincts.
Oh, yeah, you do. Some people are, but not me. Years ago, I was a really bad judge of people. And I made some pretty drastic mistakes. But in order to survive, I had to learn how to use my senses, learn how to trust my feelings. I'd put money on you any day.
I hope you're right. I hope sometime you open up to me. Tell me a little bit more about your life.
Maybe. Gotta go. See you at lunch.
Oh, excuse me, Cabot. I'll have to call you back. News about Patrick?
No. Mother, my aide just informed me that I am going to be asked to resign my ambassadorship.
Resign?
Mm-hmm.
How dare they hold you responsible for Prince Raymond?
Has nothing to do with the prince. It seems someone in Washington, Mother, has discovered or been informed about my indiscretion with Marisa and the fact that I've been supporting her all these years.
Well, what does that have to do with your service to your country? And your service to Mendora?
It doesn't matter. I've become a political liability.
Charles, you had an affair with a woman 25 years ago. She bore your son. And being the gentleman you are, you have provided for their care.
Some people, Mother, would misconstrue that. They would say that my indiscretion was a major character flaw and my support of her hush money.
Name one person in public life who was beyond reproach. You're human, Charles. All right, you made a mistake and you paid dearly for it. You sacrificed your marriage, your children, almost everything else in order to serve your country. I can't believe anything so idiotic could be important to anyone.
Well, it's important to those who matter. Who knows? I mean, who's to say that I wouldn't compromise national security just to keep this whole thing quiet?
I say you wouldn't. The very idea is absurd. You must go to Washington to plead your case.
It's no use, Mother. I'm out. At least they're giving me the chance to explain to the press that I'm resigning for family reasons. That's not too far from the truth, is it?
No. You kept this quiet all these years. Why now? Who is it? Who on earth could hate you so much they want to destroy you?
I think I know who's behind all this. I'm going to settle that little dispute right now.
Payson, would you have my car sent around, please?
Asa!
Oh, hi, Lee.
Hi.
Sam told me about the tax lawyer you recommended.
Oh, yeah, I hope he can do something.
Well, your concern means a lot to Pam.
Oh, Asa, I just feel terrible about what's been happening. I wish I could help her more.
I'd like to pay a debt. I mean, I happily would do it, but her damn pride gets in the way.
Well, maybe you can do something to help. Buy the hotel outright. As I recall, Asa, a few days ago, you were very interested in buying a hotel.
I had hoped that you had forgiven me for accusing you of sabotaging the hotel. When you didn't return my flowers and wrote that wonderful thank you, I figured we were squared away.
Well, we are. We are. I know how upset you were at Pam's troubles.
You just couldn't resist the chance to stick it to me, could you?
Can you blame me?
Matter of fact, I can't.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of my idea, Asa?
It's a big problem. Hotels are not my thing, even though I did own this place at one time.
Yeah, but making money is your thing, Asa, and this hotel is a big money maker if it's handled properly. You hire the right manager, the rest will fall into place.
You're a very smart businesswoman. What do you say we have lunch in your suite and you can tell me other ideas about running a hotel?
Oh, I'd love to, Asa, but I have another lunch date.
Break it.
Okay. I'm all yours.
Sit down. Hey, I was just going to call you. Were you? Why? Find out if your scheme worked? Well, I'll tell you, it did. Like a charm. Jeffrey, you're a very, very cool customer. You come to me, you ask for a chance to settle in Landview. You ask me not to be your enemy. And I think about that. It got to me. So what do? I go out and I get your visa reinstated. I was even considering meeting you halfway, getting to know you a little bit.
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't want to know you. I don't want to know you any better than I do right now. And then, while I'm out doing all of these things for you, you're working on a plan to sabotage me.
What in the hell are you talking about?
And what I can't figure out is why. Do you hate me that much?
I swear, I don't understand.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand honor, and you don't understand trust, and you don't understand holding up your end of the bargain. That's what you don't understand.
Look, I have done nothing to harm you. I have kept my bargain.
Oh, save the innocent act for somebody else, and let me give you a word of warning. This fight's not over. You may have won the first round, but I wouldn't open the champagne yet.
I know why you're so torn up about this. I know that. It's for Patrick. I know you want to soften the blow for him.
Cindy, I mean, what if I find him after all these years? What am I going to turn to him and say, I'd like you to meet my fiancé?
Yeah, but Kate, even if Patrick has managed to survive, he wouldn't expect you to be waiting for him. He's a very practical man. He has to assume that someone else would come along eventually.
I'm not so sure. And even if I were sure, I mean, look at the condition this man is in. He's in terrible emotional and physical shape.
Maybe it's not Patrick.
Well, we will know that soon.
Are you sure I can't come along with you?
Yes, I am sure. I have to do this for myself. Thank you for the hug. Thanks for coming over. I really did need it.
Oh, so did I. But, of course, I have to get back to work. You all... close the door.
Hello, Kate. Cindy.
Hey. Hello, Mrs. Sanders. Well, take care of yourself.
Okay. I'll talk to you before I go, okay?
Okay. Bye.
Your father told me I might find you here.
Yeah, I was just about to go upstairs and pack.
Kate, please don't make this trip. It's too dangerous.
Grams, I have an obligation to Patrick, and I intend to fulfill it.
Your responsibility to Patrick ended 3 years ago. I hired a private investigator to search for Patrick. He reported back to me after an exhaustive search that Patrick was dead.
You've known this for 3 years?
Kate, I was trying to spare you the pain. I felt it would be better to let time heal your wounds, to help you forget Patrick. I'm telling you now because I cannot allow you to go off on this futile journey.
Don't you know that not one day of my life has gone by where I haven't been wondering whether he's still alive, wondering if I should be searching for him? I want proof, Grams. Where's the documentation? Where is it?
Well, I was told over the phone I didn't feel that written proof would be necessary. My source was very reliable. I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
This is my proof that your investigators didn't get the real facts.
Trust me, that man is not Patrick.
I think it is.
Simply because you want to believe that he's still alive.
That's right. And I'm going to Africa to find out for myself.
Charles, I am so sorry about your resignation.
How did you know?
Herb talked to a friend in Washington. It's really a shame after all the good work you've accomplished. Did Prince Raymond demand it?
Why do you ask that?
Well, he and Jeffrey are good friends, so I assumed it.
No, the Prince had nothing to do with it.
Who forced you out?
I'd rather not discuss that right now, Judith. I'm going to have a press conference later. I'm just going to cite personal reasons, and that'll be the end of it.
Charles, I know you're devastated, but it's not like you to just give up like this.
Judith, my father always said it takes more courage to accept defeat than to claim victory. Come on, I'll walk through the door. I have some calls.
Actually, I'm waiting for Kate to take her to the airport.
Oh, my God, Kate. She doesn't know about this.
No, I haven't told her.
Well, that's good. Don't tell her, please.
Well, she'll have to know eventually.
Can't she wait till she gets back from
All
Africa?
right, I won't tell her.
Good, okay.
Charles, there's a rumor going about that I thought I should pass on to you. Dorian has been offered your position as ambassador to Mandora.
A friend of mine in medical school developed an interest in herbal medicine. We all thought he was crazy. But the more I listened to him, the more fascinated I became. Guess it's a good thing I paid attention, huh? There. Still in a lot of pain?
It's a little better.
Good.
Patrick, if I should die,
You're not gonna die.
if they force us to relocate, you know I'll never make it. If I don't, my last name is Prasad. The records have the wrong name.
Yeah. They show my name as Miles Bentley, an Australian mercenary. But I doubt if anyone by that name exists.
If I die, would you notify my family?
Now, what makes you think I'll survive?
Your strength, your courage. You saved many lives.
Yeah, but it's been 5 years, Hush. I'm running out of steam.
You said living is our only revenge.
Did I? Well, I talk crazy sometimes.
Thinking about my family is what has kept me alive.
For me, it was my fiancée, Kate Sanders. But as the years pass by, I wonder.
I was gonna miss you. I was in the middle of that photo with Simon. I said, I just gotta get out of here. I gotta go say goodbye to my girl. I just want to tell you, I love you. And I need you. And I'm sure as hell gonna miss you.
I love you, too.
Listen, you gotta hurry up. You gotta come back here to Landview, all right? Because that's where your future is. Your husband, kids someday, and at least 75 years of happiness, I promise.
Miss Kate, your mother's waiting in the car. She says to hurry or you'll miss the plane.
Thank you. I'm on my way.
You be careful, all right?
I love you, Cord. Never ever doubt that, okay? You are the only man that I will ever love.
This is all that's left of you. All that's left of us.
Hello, kids.
Hi, boss.
Any messages?
Yeah, they're on your desk. Oh, and some woman called. She asked me in great detail about when you'd be back. I said I didn't know, so she wouldn't leave a name, number, message, anything.
That's intriguing. Aren't you going to ask me how it went?
The stakeout? Well, by the looks of things, it went great.
It went absolutely great. I have photographs of Mrs. Atwood walking arm in arm in the park with the dude, stopping for heavy kissing, etc., etc. She is going to die when she sees these pictures.
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about this case.
Oh, that's right. This Mr. and Mrs. Atwood are getting a divorce, right? Well, what she's asking for in alimony, you and I could live on for about 5 years. Well, this right here ought to be all the proof we need to get her to back down.
In other words, John Russell, you have been peeking through keyholes?
Well, no, not exactly, but I have glanced in a few windows in the last week.
That's disgusting. This is disgusting. Making money on other people's misery? You are. Oh, Jessica, you look so adorable. You like it?
I think if she could see herself in a mirror, she would love herself, wouldn't you? You look so beautiful in that.
Hey, sweetheart, we're in here. Hi, Clint.
Hello there. Oh. Well, I see the shopping expedition went well, huh?
Oh, boy, we had so much fun.
Hi, dear.
We did, but you can't believe how much baby clothes cost.
Daddy, girl,
This is her outfit for Al's christening. Isn't it pretty?
Well, your little grandson here isn't exactly sitting still here, you know.
Well, I can see that. Hello, Al. Huh? Well, you got some fancy duds on, too, don't you, kid?
Yeah, you know this little thing costs $50?
Well, I know. I'm getting to be a real expert on kids' clothes, aren't I, Ma?
Absolutely.
So,
Did you feel okay while you were out shopping?
Well, you know, I wasn't even dizzy.
Great.
Not only that, her temperature has dropped absolutely back to normal. So I was going to suggest to Tina that we give a little party here after the christening, huh? What do you think?
Good idea. Weather holds, we can have it outside.
Wouldn't that be nice? We could show off all of Gilbert's working wonders.
Yeah. Look, that's real nice of you to offer and everything, but right after the christening, court is going to start the divorce proceedings, and I really don't think I'm going to be in any mood to celebrate that.
Father, I realize that my divorce and remarriage may cause some problems with the church. But it's something I really need to do. And I swear my son will not suffer because of it.
We can talk about this at a later time. For now, let's just concentrate on the joy of baptism.
Sure.
Cordero!
How are you? Oh, Robert. Boy. Hello.
Oh, hello, Father Walker. It's nice to see you again. I called the banner, and they told me that my son was here.
Well, you two enjoy your reunion. I have some parishioners waiting for me.
Thank you again, Father.
Bye. Oh, honey bunch, I missed you so much.
I miss you too, Ma.
I had a great time in El Paso, and I saw a lot of our old friends, and we made a great profit on the sale of the ranch.
Well, that's great, Ma, but is that why you tracked me down here in church to tell me that?
Well, no, not exactly. I spoke to Elizabeth Sanders, and she told me about the baptism.
Yeah. Now, Ma, even you have got to admit that that was very nice of Tina to want to have Al raised as a Catholic.
Maybe. My instincts tell me that Tina's trying to pull something. Court, do you think that this might be a mistake?
Yo, Cindy.
Whoa, what's the frown here? Look, I am sorry I had to cancel being in your fashion show, but I heard it was a big hit.
That was last night. This afternoon, your boss stood me up for lunch.
Me? Oh, well, she's not my boss anymore. I quit.
How come?
Long story. It was time. I guess I was tired of the pressure. So now I'm working at the Banner doing research, and I'll eventually wind up in the financial section.
Yeah, no pressure in a newspaper. Hey, can I buy a club soda?
Sure.
Over here. Bartender. 2 club sodas, please. So tell me, how's your friend Kate doing? I mean, with Tina being back and hanging on the cord and all that?
Well, actually, Kate has gone to Geneva.
You don't mean that Cord went back to Tina, do you?
No, not at all. Just that she had to take care of a friend.
Someone you don't care too much for, obviously.
Well, no, it's just that there's some trouble. But, look, anyway, why don't we change the subject? Do you remember when I had to cancel our dinner date because of my job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be a problem anymore, since I don't have that job anymore. And, so I'm working normal hours now. My evenings are free, and you're not going to pick up on any of these hints, are you? Okay, moving along.
Cindy, it's just that my hands are a little full right now.
Yeah, well, that's all right. It's no big deal.
Max, hey. Where's Steve? I mean, have you seen him?
No, afraid not. You look a little frazzled here. Can I help you out?
Yeah. You're willing to pay all the money I owe to the IRS again?
No.
I'm going to come up with something else. I'm afraid I may have to close the doors to the hotel.
You don't mean that, Pam.
Well, I'm afraid that it could come to that.
Come on, Pam. There's got to be some other way. I mean, to keep this place open and pay the taxes. I mean, you must be able to appeal this or something.
I've done my job here at the inn. Well, doing your job just isn't good enough. Now, this is an opportunity to prove your loyalty. How? By having a drink with the bookkeeper? Well, you start with one drink and then you...
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting...
Oh, come on. I am not going against your puritanical ethics. He has some information. I want some.
In other words, you want me to get him plastered and pump him for information?
Oh, well, I wouldn't put it that crudely, but yes.
Well, put it any way you want. The answer is no. I have given dying women everything I've got, but now you're asking me to do something that goes against my conscience.
Have you thought about borrowing the money?
Oh, Max. I can't be any more dead than I am already.
Look, Pam, whatever you do, don't give up. You hear me?
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Lee. I think we've gotten off the subject of this for this lunch, didn't we?
You are right, Asa, so let's get right back on it. Look, I would buy this hotel immediately if I could, but I'm in no position to do it. So what I am wondering is why you don't swoop down and take it, huh?
I've had enough experiences with hotels.
Oh, look, you don't have to get involved in the day-to-day activities here. You do what Pamela didn't do. You hire an incredible manager. He'll handle the rest.
Well, what's in it for you? Finder's fee, a commission?
Oh, Asa.
Boy, you've been pushing so hard, honey. I just
No,
figured.
no, now, look, the only interest I have is to make sure that Pamela doesn't lose everything. I can relate to that. Why, God knows, I almost lost my business a couple times when I began. Besides, this hotel has lovely possibilities. You could make a lot of money off it if you got some high-tech business ideas, huh?
Well, suppose I bought the hotel from Pam. She would probably go back to Malakeva again and disappear.
Oh, Asa, I see. You would rather have her fail, lose everything, and then turn to you.
Cassie, in this business, it's a little hard to make money on people's happiness.
Sneaking around, spying on married couples, looking for adultery. You should hate yourself.
But it does pay the rent around here, not to mention your salary.
Tainted money.
Okay, fine, then I won't pay you this week. Do you just have to have something to argue about, is that it?
It's just sleazy, that's all.
Well, so is adultery.
I just didn't think you'd take a case like this. I guess I'm disappointed in you.
Look, you've been around here long enough to know that this ain't no glamour business, babe.
There is a lot of ground between sleaze and glamour.
Do you want to be an assistant or just a secretary? Because if you want to be an assistant, you better reconcile yourself to some of the more unsavory parts of this profession.
I thought that PIs dealt with mystery,
See, that's your problem. You read detective novels.
I've always loved them. Great recreational reading.
Well, there is a difference between reading it and living it. Now, I was going to involve you in a case that's pending, but I'm not so sure that I will.
What? Come on, tell me what it is.
Well, I don't know, Cassie. It's downright dirty. Of course, it would help break you in a little bit more.
Dirty? Dirty like how?
Dirty like downright grimy, gritty, greasy, dirty.
Dirty.
Dirty. Dirty as in missing parts.
Body parts?
Automobile parts.
Oh!
You think your tender sensibilities can work that out?
As long as a fender isn't secretly making it with a bumper, I guess I could force myself.
Good. Read this, will you? The used parts are being stolen out of the warehouse, and the owner's not sure who's doing it. We'll do a stakeout.
Great, we can do it together.
No, I think this time we're working shifts.
John, don't you think that could be a little dangerous?
Not for you, because all you're going to be doing is taking notes on who goes in and out of the warehouse, what type of equipment, office cars, etc.
Suppose the guy sees me, knows that I'm watching him, knows what I'm doing.
Would you forget the detective novels, Cassie? Now concentrate on the file. Hello, John Russell. Hello? They hung up.
Oh, maybe it's your secret, mysterious female caller. Or maybe it's Mrs. Atwood on her way over here with a gun because she knows you've been spying on her. Oh. And I wanted to be a detective because it was going to be exciting.
Here you go, my darling.
Oh, well, thank you.
See, it's our lunch.
Well, isn't that cute? Come here a minute. Come here. You know what?
Right.
I could just flat go without lunch.
Well, I'd have to tell you something. I'm very pleased you came home for lunch, even though I wasn't expecting it.
Good. I went to, well, I stayed at the office last night until midnight, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Then I went back at 7 o'clock this morning.
I know that, too.
And I just figured I'd take advantage of the afternoon lull. Kiss me.
Tell me something. How's it going over there?
I'm not here to talk about it. Kiss me.
Darling, you promised me you would discuss the layoff problem with me. Come on, it's not fair. Guerrilla tactics, and I give in.
Well, I just got them both to that. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, that's okay, Tina. You know, Vicki won't let me have my lunch.
Jessica and Al are both sleeping?
Yeah, Al went to sleep right away, but Jessica needed to be rocked a bit, but she's asleep now, too.
Thank
You know, you have quite a touch with kids.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? You know, I never knew I had it in me.
No, you know what? Neither did anyone else.
Oh, that's why Father Walker, he's here to see me. I'll get it.
Oh, is it about the christening, then? Oh, that's good. Oh, wait a minute. There's a priest coming in here. I've got to get off your lap.
Oh.
And I think we should go on out on the terrace and get some sun.
Well, whatever makes you happy just pleases me plumb to death.
Well, isn't that nice?
Oh, afternoon, Father Walker. Mr. Buchanan? Mrs. Buchanan.
Hello, Father. It's so nice to see you again. Clint and I are going to go out on the terrace so you two can talk.
Oh,
Excuse us.
thanks. So, I've never christened a baby before, so I don't really even know what to talk about.
Well, actually, Mrs. Roberts, I was wondering if you had ever given any thought to converting to Catholicism yourself.
Me? No.
But, you're thinking of raising your son in our church.
Well, yeah, that's because it's so important to Cord. And I would convert. I would if I thought it would help us any, but... Well, right now, I don't think anything will keep us together.
Well, I can see that you do love him. It's in your voice and in your eyes.
Oh, I do love him, Father. I really do. But as you know, since you were performing the ceremonies, he's in love with another woman and still wants to marry her, even though he knows that I'm alive now and that I have a son.
I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, well, is there anything you... No, of course not, Father. I'm sure Cord told you about what a terrible person I used to be.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about your past. Cord hasn't told me.
And I'll tell you. Well, I used to lie quite a bit, and I did quite a bit of scheming, I guess. But it was just to try to keep us together and to make us happier. But that's not how Cord sees it. He thinks he can't ever trust me again. But Father, please, I swear to you that everything I did, I only did it because I truly do love him. I'm sorry. I can't seem to talk about it without getting a little choked up.
I understand. Look, maybe you'd like to set up an appointment for some counseling.
No, I think what I need is a confession. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry. Father, you must be really special, you know that, or else I mean, I'm not even Catholic, and here I am talking about going to confession.
Well, you're right. You aren't of my faith. But if you would like to clear your mind and your heart, I could listen to you in the privacy of a confessional.
And as a servant of God, could you maybe forgive me for any sins I might have accidentally committed recently?
Well, I cannot grant you absolution because you are not of my faith. But it would make you feel much better to clear your conscience.
And it's really confidential? I mean, no one would know, not my husband or my sister or anybody?
Absolutely not. It's up to you, of course. But I'll be hearing confessions as of 3 o'clock this afternoon, if you can care to confide in God through me.
Well, thank you. You know, Father, I just might.
God bless you, Mrs. Roberts, and I'll see you at the baptism. If not before. Oh, come on, what are you talking about? What could she be trying to pull?
Well, with Kate in Geneva, this is an open invitation for Tina to just move right in.
Just stop talking like that, please.
Cord, Tina is not a religious person. Now, I think she wants to use this baptism as a way to pull you together as a family.
Whatever Tina has got planned, it doesn't make any difference. It's not going to work, all right? Well, I can take care of myself. I don't want to talk about this, okay? Let's talk about something like my son. Your grandson, yeah, that little fella you haven't even mentioned since you've been back?
All right, well, just give me a chance. Cord?
What?
How is my grandson?
He's fine. Come on, I tell you, he's growing like a little weed.
Yeah?
But it's like when I walk into a room, he recognizes me. I
No.
tell you, it's the wildest thing, Ma. But why don't you go over to Lanfair and see him? That is, if you can do that without upsetting Tina too much.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, look, I need to get over to City Hall real quick. I gotta...
What a beautiful watch. Where did you get that?
Tina gave me that. She picked it up in Buenos Aires. She wanted me to have it so I could give it to Al one day. Kind of a reminder that he was born in Argentina.
Senorita Medina.
Doctor.
Your grandmother is conscious now, but she is heavily sedated. I'm afraid she's still in critical condition.
But she is going to be all right, isn't she?
We will do our very best. But you must prepare yourself for the possibility that she won't make it.
Oh, my God.
Why don't you sit next to her and hold her hand and let her know that you're with her? But only for a minute. And whatever you do not upset her.
I won't. Abuela, it's me. The baby.
Even begun this fight. There are appeals that can be made.
Cindy, all that is going to do is add to the fancy lawyer's fees I'm already paying.
Yeah, but you can't take a bad rap and have it on your record.
Cindy, look, I really do appreciate your concern. I really do. But to tell you the honest truth, I'm not so sure I have the desire for the fight. Look, I know I really gave it a big, strong fight for the renovation and for the opening, but to take on the government, I have more important things that I really should be doing. And, oh, my goodness, there's Stephen. I've got to talk to him. Excuse me.
He's going to agree with us. Question. When did this all become so important to you?
Well, because I think it's a ripoff, and I think her accountants should be more responsible with the books.
Did you see those books when you were working with Pam for Dinah Women?
I just glanced at them. Look, there's something I've got to do. I'll see you later.
Lee, I know damn well Pam would rather starve to death, live in the streets, than take charity from me, so get that notion out of your pretty head.
But you would be upset if she left for Malakeva. Look, Asa, I don't understand. I mean, I know you still care about her, but I'm just not sure if you want her back or not.
I hate to lose, especially to a jerk like Pete O'Neill. But the bottom line is I am not sure. My desire for her or to keep O'Neill away from her.
Well, that's an honest answer. And now if you can figure out the answer to that, maybe you can decide whether you want to buy this hotel or not. Come on. Look, it seems to me that if Pamela loses everything, she's going to move closer to Pete. She's not going to come to you.
I know for a fact that she'll go home again. Either way, triumphant with cash to help in the rebuilding of Malakeva, or a loser looking for help herself.
Well, in that case, which would you prefer?
I don't want her to suffer, and I don't want her to feel like a failure the rest of her life. She really is too good a woman. So maybe the best thing I can do is give her peace the rest of her life. And if she leaves town, maybe I can get back into my life, no looking back or thinking twice. I'm not really good at any of that stuff.
Well, seems to me like you've made a decision. Cindy.
Hello, Lee. I need to talk to you.
Well, I'm busy.
No, I think our business is concluded, Lee.
Well, then what, Asa? We've made a deal here?
It looks that way. Thank you for lunch.
My pleasure.
Cindy?
Mr. Buchanan.
Cindy, you have impeccable timing. Well, what is it? You want your old job back again?
No way, no. I am here for the truth about what's happening to Pam in the Vernon Inn. Look at the detail and the weight of this gold. This must have cost a fortune. Court, how could Tina afford something like this?
I don't know, Ma. I didn't even bother to ask.
But she was ill and lost, and somebody had to guide her and the baby out of the jungle, and then supposedly they put her directly on a flight to
What
London.
exactly are you trying to say here, Ma?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I mean, this just doesn't add up.
Ma, you're doing it again. Now, come on, you're just causing problems here. You're getting everybody to have suspicions about everything. The watch is fine. It's no big deal. It's harmless, all right? And the baptism, that's harmless, too. Ma, it's just a very nice gesture on Tina's part. Why can't we just accept it as that? Look, give me back my watch, all right?
You're absolutely right, of course. I'm sorry. Would you just ignore me? I mean, just forget about what I said and forgive me, please.
All right, since we're staying here in church, I suppose I've got no choice but to forgive you. Otherwise, I'd be struck down with lightning. Go over and see the baby, all right? Hold him, kiss him, call him Honey Bunch if you want to. Look, Ma, maybe then you'll realize that giving birth to my son is one of the best things that Tina's has ever done.
Abuela, there's nothing to be upset about. My baby is in Lambview with Tina and Max.
No one must ever know.
No one will. Now, please, try and relax. Close your eyes. You're very, very weak, and don't talk.
God to Lambview, protect him.
What? Well, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Trust no one. No one.
Gabrielle? Carmen, I'm so sorry about your heart attack, but it's wonderful to see that you're awake.
It's all right. Just rest. Just rest. We'll be right over there. We won't be far away. Just rest. Please, Rolo, please. Look, she's in no state to have extra visitors.
Ah, well, I just wanted to say hello and let her know that I'm thinking about her. How long has she been conscious?
Oh, not very long. I just got here before you arrived.
Ah, well, we don't want to tire her out. Perhaps I'd better go. I'll just say goodbye.
No, please.
Carmen.
Otis Warren, owner of Warren's Used Auto Parts, first became aware of missing inventory early May. Questioned staff, theft stopped for a week, then began again. Hired security guard at night, but thefts continue. Has to be an inside job. Most likely suspect is assistant manager Jimmy North, but nephew of Warren's, so Warren doesn't want to believe it.
Allison?
You're right, boss. It was the nephew.
You nailed him?
Right after he nailed me.
He got you in the arm.
Don't worry about it. This is just a flesh wound. This is for the cops. It's got Jimmy's fingerprints all over it.
More of your blood.
Don't worry about it. That's his blood.
Wait a minute, you shot him after he shot you?
No, nobody shot anybody. It was a case of hit and run. Then run and hit.
You ran him down in my Packard?
I tried to, but he stole the carburetor.
Well, let me get this straight. You're staking him out sitting in the Packard. How did he manage that?
Because I was in his Nash at the time looking for the missing parts.
And you found them in the trunk?
No, I found them in the back seat, along with these babies.
Holy smoke, Allison. Those are the gems from the Imperial Hotel heist.
Ha! All in a day's work, boss. This job is exactly like you said it would be. Never a dull moment, surprises at every turn, clamor, excitement. Something I can really grab with both hands.
Yeah, well, not today you can't. So, how'd you nab the guy?
Well, he tried to take off after I saw him with the ice, so I conked him on the head with the...
Carburetor.
Yeah.
Carburetor. Well, nice touch. And with only one good arm, well, that's amazing.
Actually, I got him with my bad arm.
Well, even more amazing, Allison. You know, you are one real trooper. And, my kind of woman. It's almost noontime. Why don't you go see the doctor on your lunch hour? And, don't worry.